What's going on, guys? Welcome to VOA's Red Carpet. My name is Jackson Vunganyi. Thank you for joining us today on the show. As always, right here we bring you the latest in entertainment news, in sports, in film and television from around the world. Let's go! It is an exciting time in sports for the continent. The Basketball Africa League's much anticipated first season is underway in Kigali. This historic moment in global sports marks a new era in basketball, gaining lots of attention and many new fans in Africa. I spoke to Brian Kirungi, president of Rwanda's Patriots basketball club, and this is what he had to say. So Brian, talk to me about the excitement in Kigali. What's the mood like?
I've not seen anything like this before in my sporting career, as a player or as a manager. The whole of Kigali is lit. Everything is about basketball. Everyone wants a ticket. And because of the COVID restrictions, there's limitation on the percentage at the arena. You can only have 15% of the capacity. So all the people can't get tickets. So it builds a hype even more. Having, being the host, having J. Cole in town, builds it even further. So it's crazy. The country has gone mad.
Talk to me about your inspiration. What inspired you to start the club, and how did it get selected to play in the Basketball Africa League?
Friends of mine always say our journey is one of tears, pain, and sweat. So, it's just a bunch of friends coming together for fitness, like you guys are doing down in DC. Just to play for fun, keep in shape. But, after some time, we said, look, what else can we do for the game? Can we get into the league and maybe change a few things? Go changing how the, professional the league is run, what times the games are. Can we introduce Friday night lights? Can we bring prime time? Can we bring, fans to the arena? When we started, there was, no people actually watching these games. So it's been a tough journey. It started in 2014, and I think when this whole concept of trying to introduce the league, the NBA league out of the US started, we were just we're champions in the local league, but they told us if we were champions the coming year, we'd have to represent the country, and this is how basically we got to qualify for the games.
Your team just signed to its roster one of the most famous artists in the world. That's rapper J. Cole. How did that happen, and what does J. Cole bring to the team?
I think, first of all, J. Cole is just a baller, and I want to speak to the man as just a basketballer. It helps that he has a career outside of basketball. It does, bring us a little bit of attention. But I think for me, what was most important when I was negotiating his engagement with us was more about the love for the game and the ability for him to come to the continent and play for Rwanda, play for Patriots, don my jersey. I think that's, for me, speaks to the world to say, you know what, we are ready to attract the best of the best. We are ready to attract the top talent. And Rwanda is the destination, come through, come and test your abilities. We are willing to give everybody an opportunity. So for us, J. Cole, Patriots is a marriage, if you will, made in heaven. And I hope it does work, I really hope it does work, and I think it will.
Rapper and basketball player J. Cole made his debut in the first game of the tournament against Nigeria's Rivers Hoopers team wearing number 15. And speaking of jerseys, we have a look at some of the players checking out their jerseys for the first time. Check Diallo of Senegal's AS Douane and Custodio Mochate of Mozambique's Ferroviario de Maputo react to seeing their BAL playing jerseys and giving them a try. Stay tuned to VOA TV for game highlights and to your local VOA FM station for live game action through May 30th. And remember to check us out at voanews.com for more on this story. In U.S. basketball, Los Angeles Lakers legend Kobe Bryant was inducted posthumously into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. Bryant's widow Vanessa offered an acceptance speech on his behalf as presenter Michael Jordan stood nearby at the Connecticut ceremony. Bryant was the fourth highest scorer in league history with 33,643 points, and he grew up idolizing the five-time league MVP Jordan as the two superstars' careers overlapped by a handful of years. Other honorees in the 2020 class included 10-time Women's National Basketball Association All-Star and 4-time Olympic gold medalist Tamika Catchings, 15-time NBA All-Star Kevin Garnett, and 3-time NBA Finals MVP Tim Duncan. This year's MTV Movie and TV Awards brought comedic relief after a challenging year. Here are some of the highlights from the night. Much of the event happened in person, with host Leslie Jones explaining that she, the celebrities and the audience had been repeatedly tested for the coronavirus. The late Chadwick Boseman won for Best Performance in a Movie for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Grownish star Yara Shahidi accepted on his behalf, saying his impact is everlasting and that his art has changed the world. Scarlett Johansson was remote while she accepted MTV's Generation Award, given to actors whose contributions to TV and film make them household names. While talking about what a gift it is to be able to do what she loves, Johansson's husband Colin Jost interrupted by pouring green slime over her head, proclaiming, "MTV, you got slimed." An outraged Johansson reminded him, "That's Nickelodeon." Sacha Baron Cohen accepted the Comedic Genius Award as himself and 3 of his most loved characters, Borat, Ali G, and Bruno. And it was a big night for WandaVision, which won Best TV Show, and Regé-Jean Page accepted the award for Best Breakthrough Performance for the Netflix hit Bridgerton. And speaking of Chadwick Boseman, Marvel superhero Black Panther is now on display at Madame Tussauds in London. The king of the fictional Wakanda is dressed in his distinctive Black Panther suit with an inbuilt vibranium effect, which makes the outfit light up in purple when visitors touch it. Vibranium is the fictional metal mined in Wakanda in the Marvel comic. The figure joins the Marvel's Hall of Heroes at the attraction, which reopened its doors as England eases into the next phase of lockdown. The museum said it had moved waxwork models of Britain's Prince Harry and his wife Meghan, who left their royal duties last year to move to Los Angeles. The figures previously stood with other members of the royal family. The new zone features figures of Hollywood royalty, including Angelina Jolie, George Clooney, and Tom Hardy. That's where guests can walk down a red carpet, among other things. In more movie news, Angelina Jolie is starring in a new film about blood and justice in America called Those Who Wish Me Dead.
I read the wind wrong.
Jolie told the Associated Press that she was attracted to the project by its director, Taylor Sheridan.
Well, I'm a fan of Taylor's work, and so when I was excited knowing something was coming that was attached to him, and then I thought it would be good because I kind of know him a little bit, but was so happy when I read it and just felt it was a world. It was a world I wanted to jump in on, but in the wrong hands, this kind of a film I think can really fail. To be frank, and I knew he would make it authentic, and I knew he wouldn't make it overly sentimental, and I knew we would just be out there and we would have a real experience, and I couldn't wait.
You in trouble? Anyone else in trouble? My dad said if anything happened, I should find someone I can
Jolie
trust.
performed many of her stunts as she did in Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Salt, and Lara Croft Tomb Raider. Sheridan says that it was a tough shoot as the crew built a fake forest and set it on fire as snow was still falling from the mountains.
You know, the character sort of drags Angie through emotional hell, and then I drug her through physical hell. That's how we made the movie.
And I loved every minute of it.
No, she was game. It was cold. I'm like, "You're getting in the river." She's like, "Okay, I'm getting in the river."
Jolie will next be seen in Marvel's Eternals by Nomadland director Chloe Zhao, another filmmaker drawn into fresh tales on American frontiers.
And you're gonna keep running.
Sooner or later, gonna cut you down.
That eats everything in its path.
Down.
gonna die for this kid?
Now, videos of kids having fun are among the most popular on YouTube. They are also a fast-growing business, one that critics say comes with little regulation and oversight to protect children on either side of the screen. VOA's Michelle Quinn has more.
Ryan Kaji, the 9-year-old star of Ryan's World, has 29 million subscribers on one of his YouTube channels. That audience has translated into millions of dollars in annual ad revenue for Ryan and his family, making Ryan the top-earning YouTuber for the past 3 years. The rise of child YouTube stars represents a dramatic shift in children's content.
We're talking about millions and millions of views, children playing with toys, reviewing toys on channels, YouTube families with their own channels, interacting with toys and brands.
From its inception in 2005, YouTube has offered people worldwide a dream. With a camera, you can reach an audience. With families and children videoing all aspects of their lives, toy companies and retailers took note of an opportunity. They began to advertise on these channels or pay families to review their products. As part of a 2019 privacy settlement with the U.S. Federal Trade Commission, YouTube banned targeted advertisements in videos for children. Many YouTube stars with young fans saw their ad sales drop. U.S. government regulators have pushed online influencers to disclose when they are getting paid to play with toys and other products or have received them for free. That's not the only issue. There's also the question of what it's like for the YouTube stars. Few laws and regulations protect their privacy or their working hours. When Melissa Hunter's child became an adolescent, the family's doll review YouTube channel, which started in 2012 when her child was 8, became less fun. Caden was grappling with his identity as a boy. He wanted out.
He was concerned that I would freak out or be angry or be disappointed. And I think that is the reality for a lot of kid creators that are out there.
For child YouTube stars seeking to make a change, there's another challenge. The archive of videos on the site lives on, finding new audiences, generating a steady revenue flow. Hunter put a privacy setting on her channel's entire video archive that featured Caden.
So that was his request for his 16th birthday. That did have a financial impact. But that wasn't not my number one concern. It was his, it's his right to privacy.
Broadcast yourself has long been YouTube's slogan, and millions of families have done so, with some children turning into stars. Whether this is good for children on either side of the screen remains an open question. Michelle Quinn, VOA News.
And we end our show this week where we began with the Basketball Africa League and its official anthem titled Game On by Rwandan musician Bruce Melody and Senegal's Deep Don't Do Giz. Let's take a listen.
Face my failures, but I know I'll get there, yeah. Life's a game, yeah, but I'm a different player. Swim with the sharks, but I stay underwater. Maybe it's my snare. I gotta prove it, yeah. My life's a movie, yeah. They try to break me, but I'm never losing, yeah. Yeah, I'm paving my way. Problems sideways, I'm blowing now.
And with that, we come to the end of our show today. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. My name is Jackson Bunganyi. For more entertainment news, remember to check us out at voanews.com. We are also on all social media platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. Remember to like our videos, share, and subscribe. Until next time, goodbye, everyone.